During the reign of King Duarte, the crown initiated an ambitious historiographical project aimed at shaping a royal memory of Portugal. The key figure behind this endeavor was Fernão Lopes, who, in 1434, was appointed as the kingdom's first official chronicler, a newly created role intended to document the histories of Portuguese monarchs up to King João I. For his work, Lopes received an annual pension of 14,000 reais. While little is known about his family background or education, there is enough information about his career to establish that he had long served as a senior royal official before taking on the task of writing the chronicles. As early as 1418, he is recorded as the keeper of the records of the tombo, essentially the royal archives. He also served members of the royal household, and by 1419 held the position of clerk for the official books of King João I. The appointment of Fernão Lopes as the kingdom's chief chronicler, along with the granting of a pension and the responsibilities he was entrusted with, reflect both his close ties to the newly established dynasty and the high level of trust placed in him by the monarchy, first as the keeper of records and later as the official historian. These actions also demonstrate the monarchy's significant investment, both financially and politically, in documenting and validating events deemed important to the royal legacy, with the king often portrayed as the central figure. Beyond being mere historical accounts, these chronicles also functioned as monuments, celebrating and permanently preserving the glory of royal deeds. In this broader context, royal chronicles, especially the Chronicle of King João I, can be seen as part of a wider strategy that included the construction of royal tombs, the founding of royal chapels, and the building of important residences like the Palace of Sintra and the Monastery of Batalha. It becomes clear then that Fernão Lopes approached history from the perspective of the royal court. His goal as chief chronicler was to help solidify the legitimacy of the Avis dynasty by praising its founding monarch. Since this legitimacy couldn't be established through the existing laws of succession, nor through the terms of the Treaty of Salvaterra, Lopes emphasized alternative sources of authority. Notably, he highlighted the role of the common people and the pivotal speech of João das Regras at the 1385 Cortes of Coimbra, which supported the master of Avis's claim to the throne. These were unusual arguments for the time, but Fernão Lopes skillfully used them, blending historical insight with literary flair to convincingly justify King João I's rise to power. Fernão Lopes's remarkable historical narrative, marked by his use of documentary and narrative sources, his inquiry among individuals who had witnessed the events of 1383 to 1385 firsthand, and his repeated affirmations of devotion to truth, as he himself puts it, should be interpreted through the lens of his intent, to defend the legitimacy of the Avis dynasty and to celebrate its accomplishments. His storytelling, the logical progression of events, the vividness of his prose, and the structure of his historical thought all contribute to the originality and credibility of his work. This strength stemmed from both the clarity of his purpose and the depth of his personal convictions. Presented in a narrative form, royal historiography served as a precise historical record promoted by the monarchy, with the king and royal authority placed at the center of the narrative. By praising the actions of the monarch and the crown, these royal chronicles also operated as tools of political power, reinforcing and justifying the authority of the new ruling house. Fernão Lopes, through his exceptional talent as both historian and writer, succeeded in crafting what can truly be regarded as literary and historical monuments, especially his Chronicle of King João I, which stands as a lasting testament to his mastery.